Infiniti's 2022 car lineup consists of 4 vehicles. Although they remain reasonably luxurious and appreciably quick, each vehicle somewhat lags behind the latest competition. Both would benefit from a thorough rework, but minor technology updates are the only changes made for 2022. Keep watching this video to find out what's new. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. 2022 Infiniti Q50. Previously only included on higher-end trims, a 16-speaker Bose premium audio system becomes standard equipment for 2022. Wireless Apple CarPlay functionality is also added. The Q50's age is becoming increasingly difficult to avoid. Although the car still looks good and the twin-turbo V6 moves it well, the by-wire steering system feels disconnected and unpredictable. Stiff ride quality infringes on comfort in the cabin, which is otherwise spacious and nicely appointed. However, the dual-display infotainment system remains overly complex. Fundamentally, the same car that's been on sale since 2014, the Q50 has languished as the market and Infiniti shifts its focus towards SUVs. Yet the luxury compact sedan segment remains competitive, and the Q50 falls behind its rivals, which are largely newer, higher tech, more efficient, and better to drive. 2022 Infiniti QX50. Every QX50 trim is now standard equipment with adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and blind spot monitoring. Wireless Apple CarPlay functionality is also added. An optional appearance package swaps chrome exterior details for darker metallic finish. Clever ideas grab headlines, but how they're put into practice matters more. Case in point, the Infiniti QX50's novel variable compression engine. On paper, the adjustable compression ratio is intended to improve performance and efficiency. But out on the road, its laggy, surging responses make it difficult to drive smoothly. The QX50 is reasonably nice, keeping occupants comfortable with its smooth ride and plush seats. Good cargo capacity and driver assist tech make it a versatile daily driver. The dual-display infotainment system could use an update too. 2022 Infiniti Q60. The Q60 is a stylish two-door luxury coupe. New standard wireless Apple CarPlay functionality is the only change for 2022. Perhaps more of a style statement than a sports car, the Q60 will satisfy some drivers' desire to leave others wanting more. The coupe's swoopy, sculpted sheet metal looks like nothing else on the road, while the cabin's design and materials provide an upscale impression. Nail the gas, and then twin-turbo V6's nice growl and surge of power make for some fun. But the Q60's disconnected steering and grabby brakes reduce the sporty acumen. Likewise, the tiny cargo hold and outdated infotainment system make it tricky to live with. The Q60 somewhat falls into coupe purgatory. It's not sporty or luxurious enough to challenge the competition. 2022 Infiniti QX55. Introduced just last year, the QX55 is a stylish fastback crossover that competes with the likes of BMW X4 and Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe. It carries over unchanged into 2022. Fastback SUVs are all the rage these days, but Infiniti isn't often credited for originating the trend with its FX crossover. Now the brand returns to the segment with the QX55, which is essentially a cut-roof, styled-up version of the QX50. That means more sculpted, creased, and curved sheet metal for increased head-turning capability. Given the sloping roofline, passenger and cargo capacity inside the cabin remains appreciably large. Yet some capabilities pale in comparison to other SUVs in the segment. The dual-display infotainment system is too complex, but more problematic is the variable compression engine's wonky responses. Infiniti's competitors do better in those areas, and the QX55 styling doesn't quite make up for those deficits. 2022 Infiniti QX60. Infiniti's midsize 3-row SUV has been fully redesigned for 2022. Stylistically, it bears little resemblance to its predecessor, with a more modern, macho exterior and cabin lined in upscale materials. Its wider third row lets the QX60 provide more comfortable seating for up to 8 passengers, or 7 when the second-row captain's chairs are equipped. Power comes from the same 3.5-liter V6 previously used, but it's joined to a new 9-speed automatic transmission and available all-wheel drive system built for better performance. Prices increase over the outgoing model, as does standard feature content. 2022 Infiniti QX80. The 2022 QX80 receives a new standard 12.3-inch infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This setup replaces the previous model's awkward dual-screen setup. A wireless smartphone charger is also included. Now over a decade old, the QX80 remains capable, but shows its age against the newer, full-size 3-row SUVs. The standard V8 engine and body-on-frame construction give it impressive towing capabilities, and it feels quick when unladened. But those truck-like routes result in ponderous, sloppy driving dynamics. The fuel economy is terrible too. At least the cabin is comfortable, nicely appointed, and of high quality, although surprisingly lack in space considering the vehicle's size. Even with the new technology for 2022, the QX80 is still outclassed by its newer competitors.